In about 2012, 2013, I had this wonderful idea that I would bring technology into the classroom. Specifically, I wanted to bring this wonderful little device into the classroom. Initially, it was met with a lot of opposition from the teachers, not from the pupils, as you might imagine. So we did actually bring it in, and the teachers got used to having pupils with a phone in it, and they used it often in pedagogy, in delivering lessons. And then in 2016, I went around the houses, both day and boarding houses, at lunchtime, just to the common rooms. And when I'd just gone to the fifth one, it struck me, all the pupils in the common room, no one talking to each other. Remember, this is not a debate about whether this is a useful item to have in the classroom. I absolutely believe that it is. So we now ban the phones between 8:15 in the morning and the time when pupils leave to go home.
So I think when we introduced this, the ban in 2016, obviously there was uproar from the pupils, and some colleagues felt that maybe we weren't preparing our pupils for the future. Obviously we had our pupils' well-being at the forefront of our minds. We wanted them to interact rather than be sat opposite each other on screens texting. But of course the social media benefits and the well-being benefits are now well documented.
So what we were told by parents is that this addiction, for some, not all, had been broken. The main thing for me was when I'm now going around the houses, day and boarding, at lunchtime, what I see is pupils talking to each other. Let's go back to the classroom, because remember, I brought this little marvellous machine in to improve some of the teaching strategies. Everybody here has to have a laptop. They decide what laptop they bring in, and in a working environment, although any chief executive will never be very far from this, most of their time they will be using that machine there. So again, we're preparing pupils for their work ahead of that.
It's definitely a more focused environment at Shiplake from banning the phones. Kids are definitely more engaged in lessons. I myself have found that I am more focused when I work. I've been able to get more work done as a result of the phone ban. With the technology ban on cell phones, I have found that I feel more inclined to pick up a book and kind of discourage myself from even picking up my phone. And it does definitely provide a sense of independence from your technology, because nowadays there's definitely more and more of a reliance on the smartphone.
We gave a lot of thought to how best to manage this. We wanted to be forward-looking, but we didn't wish to give the pupils the temptation or wish them to use social media in that way. Now we've got a very forward-thinking school where all pupils are familiar with cloud-based learning.
We use a lot of flipped classroom, which means that people will watch a video of a teacher teaching in an evening. Instead, that is their homework, and young people will watch these on their mobile phones as they will watch television on their mobile phones. Then they come back into class the next day and they do those 20 questions that traditionally you would have set for homework. They do it with the teacher. And so we have found that engagement with technology with the pupils actually has made for better pupil outcomes. I absolutely think that we will be using virtual reality headsets with a 360-degree camera. I absolutely believe that we'll be teaching certain aspects of certain topics by using teachers not at Shiplake but around the globe, and that will happen, I absolutely believe, in the next 5 years.